why do dentists use a hook when they're examining teeth?
Do you know what a hook is?
It's the Explorer. It's called an Explorer.
Thank you. That is exactly what I was going to say. Man, I should have bought a hook here. Okay. So if it was not a live question, I would have probably bought a hook here. So what a hook means, like it is like what Fatima said as an explorer. Sometime, I call it as my thinking stick. I cannot think without, and because sometimes people get scared when I see that hook, when they see the hook, and I tell them, hey, I promise I'm not going to hurt you, but this is my thinking stick and I cannot think without. I'm joking, but I'm just saying, I joke with people when they get scared, I'll call them as a thinking stick. So a hook is an explorer, and we use to sometimes the hook has two ends, either one end with like a hook, or one end has a hook and then the other one has a probe in the end. The hook end is called an explorer, and the other end we call it as a probe, which has a measuring ruler. So we use the hook to feel the surface of the teeth and whether there is any catchy areas on the tooth, to see whether there is any cavity. If there is any catchy points, then we are also using the hook to see whether those catchy areas, like the areas that get caught on our explorer, whether they are hard or soft. Sometimes we are able to use that to kind of go into those the areas that catch on our explorer to see whether they are soft or hard. Depending on that, we can say whether there is a possibility that this area could be like a possible cavity starting, or maybe a cavity that has already started. The other end of the explorer, we call it as a probe that we use to measure whether you have any gum disease, an indication of the gum disease, whether you have pocketing or the bone loss. So that's what the explorer is. Yeah.
So instead of a hook,
yeah,
it's called an explorer.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.